Most people buying a used car check the engine, look at the paint, kick the tires, and take it for a test drive. But what if I told you that some of the biggest clues about a car are hiding in places most buyers never think to inspect? A seller can clean the interior, polish the paint, and make a car look incredibly attractive. But hidden areas can still reveal signs of water damage, previous accidents, poor maintenance, or repairs. In this video, I'm showing you 5 hidden areas every used car buyer should inspect before paying. And stay until number 5. Because it's one of the easiest areas to overlook, and checking it could save you from an expensive mistake. Let's get started. Area number 1. Under the carpets. Most buyers look at the seats and floor mats and think the interior looks clean, so everything must be fine. But don't stop there. If possible, carefully lift the floor mats and inspect the carpet, especially in the footwells. You're looking for dampness, unusual stains, watermarks, moldy smells, or carpets that feel different from one area to another. Why does this matter? Because moisture underneath the carpet can sometimes point to previous water intrusion or flooding. Also, check underneath the trunk floor where the spare tire is stored. This is another area where water can collect without being obvious. Don't just inspect what you can see. Check what's underneath. Now let's stay with the trunk for a moment, because this is an area many buyers completely forget. Open the trunk and remove the floor panel if it's designed to come out. Look around the spare tire well and the surrounding metal. Look at the condition of the tools and spare tire. If everything in the trunk looks unusually clean compared with the rest of the vehicle, don't automatically assume that's a good thing. Remember, one clue doesn't automatically prove flood damage, but several unusual signs together deserve further investigation. A clean-looking trunk doesn't mean there is nothing underneath. Area number 2. Door jambs and seals. This is one of my favorite areas to check because it's often overlooked. Open every door and inspect the metal around the door openings. Look carefully at the paint, seams, bolts, and rubber seals. Why is this important? Doors and surrounding areas can sometimes show evidence of previous repairs. A car may look perfect from the outside, but opening the door can reveal details that aren't obvious from several feet away. Don't inspect just the driver's door. Check all 4 doors, the boot or trunk, and the bonnet. The more areas you compare, the easier it becomes to spot something unusual. Here's another thing to pay attention to around the doors and bonnet: the bolts. You don't need to remove anything. You're simply looking at whether the bolts appear to have been disturbed. If one area has noticeably different markings, scratches, or paint around the bolts compared with similar areas, it could indicate that a panel has previously been removed. That doesn't automatically mean the car was badly damaged. Panels can be removed for many legitimate reasons. The important thing is to ask questions and investigate further. Also, compare the gaps between panels. The gaps should generally look consistent from one side to the other. If something looks noticeably different, don't ignore it. You're not trying to prove the car is bad. You're trying to discover what questions you need to ask before buying it. That's only part 1. There are more hidden areas you need to check before buying. Follow DannyRachOfficial for part 2, and don't let the perfect-looking car fool you.